Oh my God, it's an earthquake. No, it isn't. It's just unstabilized video. Let's fix that. We're outside walking again, which unfortunately means I have to wear sunglasses because my eyes are really sensitive to light. If you saw the last video, actually the video I did before the last one, when I was out walking and talking about anxiety, the video was not very stable. And this video is probably not very stable. So I'm going to show you what I'm using in hopes to fix that. Let's go back inside. I'll show you what I got to hopefully fix this problem, and then we'll come back outside and show you the difference. This is what I will be using to give you guys what will hopefully be much more smooth and buttery video. It's the Feiyutech WG2 Wearable Gimbal. I'll show you a little bit about it and what you get in the box. Here's what you get with your Feiyutech WG2 Wearable Gimbal. Obviously the gimbal itself, GoPro not included, has a nice little neoprene bag that'll hold, it'll actually hold the gimbal and some of the accessories, and it'll actually hold the Hero while it's still installed on the gimbal. The kit, actually they have several different kits. I'll include a link to the one I got on Amazon. The one I got includes this nice telescoping little selfie stick. Which is pretty nice. And it actually includes a little small collapsible tripod too, a little tiny thing. Charging cable, a GoPro mount, and an adapter for the Hero Session. All right, oh, actually I'll leave that on here. And I'm having to film this with my phone because obviously my GoPro is otherwise indisposed. This particular gimbal is called the Wearable Gimble because you can wear it. There's a couple of different tripod mounts. There's actually one on the bottom, so you can actually mount it in the normal orientation. And there's also one on the back here. You can mount it upright like this. And there's a variety of different GoPro attachments it'll attach to, so you can actually wear it while you're riding a bike or doing whatever. And this is also rain and splash proof, so it can get wet and it won't harm it. It's not supposed to be used for scuba diving or anything like that. And actually, if you do get salt water on these, you're supposed to rinse them out right away with regular water, because the salt water will corrode some of the parts and cause some damage to it if you let it just sit there. But this, I paid about $200 for this, which is a little bit of money, but they definitely have a lot more expensive ones. But this one seemed to come with the most accessories and have a lot of the features I was looking for. One feature, actually, you can connect this to your phone, which I can't show you because I'm now using my phone to film, but you can connect it to the phone with an app, and you can control, if you wanted to just set the gimbal here and turn it on, you could actually control it and have it pan and tilt and do all kinds of stuff. It'll also do a time-lapse move where you can set it to a particular position. Like if I wanted to start here and end up over here a half hour later, it would actually start here and take a half hour and slowly move and pan and tilt until your end position and create a time lapse for you. So that's pretty cool. And this is about the only one I saw that had the different mounting options, mounting a tripod mount on the bottom and on the back. So depending on what you're trying to do, you have different ways to mount it. A lot more options. The battery takes about an hour or two to charge, but it's supposed to last around 6 hours. There are some more expensive stabilizers, some of them just the stick type, not this type that'll mount onto something else, but that only have an hour or even less of battery time, and I thought that was kind of worthless. So that's another reason why I opted for this one. But I will show you this tiny little tripod mount here. Just screw it in the bottom, and there you go. And the cool thing about this one is it does fold down like this, and you can actually use that as a small handle if you didn't want to use the big selfie stick. And if you didn't want to mount it onto a GoPro accessory, you can just use this as like a small handle. And really it's pretty simple. There's only a power and mode button on one side, and on the other side is just, you take this off, it's just a rubber door to, this is where you charge it. All right, that's powered on. I'll show you exactly what this does. All you have to do is hold the power button for a few seconds, and there it is. It's on. And this is all a gimbal is really supposed to do, is just stabilize your video so that any of the motions of you holding it, or if it's mounted on a bike, the bumps and whatnot are smoothed out. So as you can see, it's right now, the mode that it's on, it will try to keep the same pitch, but it'll follow you if you go left or right. So if I go this way, it'll smoothly move to the left. If I go the other way, it'll smoothly move to the right instead of being jerky. So if I move quick, see, it smooths it out. And same up and down. If I end up moving up and down like this, but I wanted it to stay forward, the gimbal will allow you to do that all the way down. And with this one actually has 360 degrees in this direction, so I can go all the way around. It'll keep facing forward. Same here. I can actually keep, well, there's another mode where it'll actually stay forward and it'll actually go all the way around. The only way it doesn't have 360 degrees is with the roll. So if I go side to side like this, it will end up hitting the bottom here. They did put rubber padding so it won't make a big loud clang when it does it, but if you end up going a little bit side to side, it'll still keep straight. See, I just hit it right there. But for just walking around, hopefully you're not going to end up doing too much of this and banging into it. It's got better range of motion to the right than it does to the side, just because of this bracket down here. But that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. Gimbals are pretty simple. It's just a 3-axis. It's got motors at the base on this side and up top here. They're brushless motors. It's really quiet. You won't hear it in the video. There's been some other videos of people using different cameras, and you can hear a little bit. That's if you're using the onboard audio and if it's very quiet. But if you're speaking, or if you're in an area where there's any noise, really you won't hear anything at all. So that's the quick and dirty. We'll go back outside now, and I'll show you the difference of me walking around with this versus what we saw before. Here we are back outside, this time using the gimbal. So hopefully you're seeing hopefully you're seeing a big improvement in the stability. And I'm walking the same. I'm not in either one. I'm not trying to intentionally make anything smoother or more harsh. I'm just walking normal. So hopefully this is a lot smoother, not nearly as jerky. I do see the gimbal working a little bit to counteract the motions of me walking. And these gimbals aren't just for people making YouTube videos or trying to make cinematic videos. You can use these just for your family videos, whatever you're trying to shoot. If you have any motion, if you're moving around, you're walking around, even just trying to track someone, you will get much better, much smoother video using a gimbal than you will just trying to hold something in your hand. Oh, you know what? Now that I'm walking around, I'm gonna switch hands. Let's see what that does. But now that I'm walking around, I can actually hear the motors a little bit as I'm walking. Huh. But again, I'm using external audio, so that won't be picked up by my mic. But using the mic that is on the camera, you would probably hear a little bit of that if it was really quiet, like I was said before. So if you're trying to do some sort of video where you're in a very quiet environment and not doing a lot of talking, then you may pick up a little bit of the motor noise depending on how much motion you have. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it helped you out. Maybe pick up a gimbal. Again, I'll leave the link in the description for where I got this one. So like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.